we're discussing Parshat Masei. So the parsha starts out by saying, Eila Masei b'nei Yisrael asher yitzu me'eretz Mitzrayim, tzvotam biyad Moshe va'Aaron. The pasuk continues, Vayichtav Moshe et motza'ehem lemas'ehem. Moshe wrote both where they were supposed to reach, plus where and how they traveled, al pi Hashem, according to the word of Hashem. So all the Mepharshim discuss why did we need to have all the different places that Klal Yisrael stopped in the Midbar. First of all, we can go through the Chumash ourselves and we can figure it out. Plus, it had just been discussed in the parsha before. And furthermore, al pi Hashem. Why did this have to be written down al pi Hashem? Moshe Rabbeinu could have figured this out by himself. Well, Baal HaTurim points out that in this parsha it says motza'ehem lemas'ehem, whereas in the parsha before it reverses the order, in order to show that both the motza'ehem and the mas'ehem were written down al pi Hashem. Again, why do we need to emphasize that everything was al pi Hashem? Why did Hashem have to say that? Why couldn't we have just figured it out? Why couldn't Moshe have just... It seems too simple. It's clearly belying deeper ideas and secrets beneath the text. So says the Tzur Hamar. When it comes to the Dor that's before the coming of Mashiach, that the Navi Malachi describes at the end of his Sefer, he says to us, Zichru Torat Moshe Avdi. Remember the words of Moshe Rabbeinu. Remember that all the words of the Torah are the words of Moshe Rabbeinu, because he says this will be a challenge to that generation. Are the words of the Torah really all completely from HaKadosh Baruch Hu? And so here, where it seems like the most mundane aspects and details, even here it says Al Pi Hashem, in order to tell us there's nothing that's mundane, there's nothing that's simple. So when we try and simplify and look at the Torah in a way that, again, once again, belies how deep it really is, remember that there's much more beneath the surface than seems to be. Says Sfas Emes. Again, so relevant to us today. He says, why does the Torah list all the places that we went? He says, because this is not a simple travel. Yes, we could have figured it out ourselves. But every place that Klal Yisrael traveled, they were putting the roots into history for the travels that Klal Yisrael would undergo in the long history that we would have to endure. And so, as Klal Yisrael made stop after stop after stop in the Midbar, we were also going to have to make stop after stop after stop in the Midbar of Galut. And just like they had the strength to overcome, they gave us the strength on some metaphysical level, the strength to overcome the Midbar of Galut that we would have to come in our long history. And so you see, every word that we see, even if it's a little place that's listed, and we say, why does it have to be listed? Every single word that's listed in the Torah is so relevant to us and so for our good.